Hello and welcome back to our build challenge. Today is day 4, deep in the woods. I had to get some help, so for coming up with what to build for the prompt, I had to get some help. So I talked to my brother, and he was really smart about this. So he was like, "You could build some custom trees," and I'm like, "Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but it's kind of boring." And then he was also like, "But maybe you could also add some Ewok structures." So, like adding little not branches, adding little like walkways between the different trees. So I think that'll be really cool. Um, and that's basically what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it in this area right behind me. I'm probably also going to add, some of those trees over there. I don't have Optifine and I really want to zoom and I can't zoom because I don't have Optifine yet, but I'm probably gonna get that soon. Um, but yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna kind of like start here. I'm also going to get these guys and do like the 4 ones. Let me get bone meal as well. And I'm probably just gonna start off with that and then see kind of like how stuff works. Oh my god. Okay, so that's a um don't think it's supposed to work like that. Might find a space with slightly more stuff. Probably do it here. Swear if this, there we go. Now that guy's up. And then it kind of just gives them more, yeah, because like you see those ones over there. It just makes it slightly more interesting because then it's not just the custom trees that are slightly different, but there's a bunch of different, slightly different trees. It just makes things, just in general, more interesting. Alright. And I'm probably going to add more at some point, but like, almost definitely will. But I'd say I'm going to start working on some custom trees. I currently don't have any inspo photos, but I'll probably search up some. I might actually do that right now. Of the Ewok faces, because that's going to be really useful. Okay. Actually, seeing those ones, I may add a bunch more of these, and then connect them on these. Ooh, perfect. Because basically what happens is they connect between the different trees and they form little like walkways. So I'm probably going to want another like right here. Ooh, that is a tall one. We got a couple tall ones. Very good. Probably gonna add, I don't know exactly where I want these to go, but I'm probably just gonna this general vicinity. Probably some right here. I just can't place these saplings very well. Ooh, that's good placement. We're definitely having something right in here. Honestly, we might just do like, oh, wait. Okay, I don't know what I'm building these out of. I might do dark oak. Sorry. Yes. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna have something around here, definitely. And so you just build these little structures around the trees, and it's literally just perfect. I'll probably like extend it more on these sides. This one's also gotta get some around here. There we go. And we'll probably have them go around the tree itself like that, and that way it seems more like it's safer. I don't know. Yeah, but it'll be stuff like that, and they'll be connected through here. Probably gonna add. Probably shouldn't stand right in the middle. Nice. Won't be super easy to connect, but hopefully still possible. I'm gonna make some of them circular, some of them more round, and some of them are going to turn into actual like huts, like floating huts. You wanna know what would be amazing is if you could zipline in Minecraft. That would be so fun. I'm kind of trying to make these more like working bases, so I could add something like that, but it wouldn't. Yeah, I made that way too heavy on one side. That would be really cool though. So I could in theory do that, but I kind of want to make it. I do definitely need to add right here, and I think then it's even. I can try with these. I forgot to shift. Okay, why is that actually perfect? Better idea, you do that. And then it's like, ooh, I like that. And I just gotta get around. I thought that was firework. It was not. And that's why you have the railings, because railings are important. What if with some of them you just have it like this and you don't. Hello. And you don't have like, I don't know, whatever the extra. Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm like constantly in. I'm just constantly a danger to myself. This is so. I keep like falling off. Well, yeah, railings. That's why railings are important. You always see in movies, where the bad guys never have railings. And that's exactly why, because they don't care. That happens to their people. I mean, it's true, okay? Go to the next whatever movie you're gonna see. Literally, check and see if the bad guys have railings or not. They don't. Okay, so that'll be interesting. Especially as that should probably come over one more. Alright. Oh, no, that's gonna be really weird, because... Oh, should I just turn this into the wall? Should I just make the wall right here? Huh? I might do that. Okay, you know what? We'll figure that part out later. Oh, goodness. Alright. I may just come back to y'all once I've added some more and figured out kind of like the general kind of like, I don't know, thing. I'm probably going to add a couple custom trees, but I'm not really sure how I want those to look. So, I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, so I've been doing a bit of work. I have a lot more large trees around. I'm probably gonna add a few more just to like go throughout there and stuff, but it's kind of the general feel of things. And you can see how, actually I can just show you how to enter. Now there are actually, I believe I made 2 entrances, but I might not have finished the second one. Technically this is the second one, because I made it second, but you can just walk up here. You can see I've got like the little rope bridges. You can go up or you can go over. This is a nice little tree where you can kind of just, I don't know, it's a tree. This is a little cabin, and then over here I believe is the second entrance. Yes. Yep. So this is the other entrance, and you're just gonna go here because the bottom one doesn't really lead anywhere. It just helps you get up here. So then you can start climbing up here. Then you run over, you go over here. Then you gotta go, ironically, down again, and then you can kind of just like walk over, and then you can go up again. And then I made these little guys, and these are kind of like lookout towers, and you can still climb up, and if you need to make an escape, you probably can, as long as you can bucket clutch. And you don't hit any leaves, because I remember this one time, I was building a railway on a different world, and I was in survival, and because it was a survival world, and I'm building across, and I'm bridging, and building across like this, and I'm going like this, and then something happens, whatever, I fall off, I try to bucket clutch, but the water goes into the leaves, and then I die. And I didn't know, that's how I found out that you can waterlog leaves. Cause I didn't know that you could do that until I died because of it. So that was an awesome learning experience, you know? Just so happy that I got to experience that. But that's basically what we have here. So, yeah. Now, okay, I had a plan of other things that I was going to add in the forest, and I literally forget. But I am going to add more stuff, and I may add a couple more little, like, singular little houses on these trees, or make, like, small bases connected to each other throughout, but, like, you get the basic idea. So you build one of these. Oh, you hope they grow really big, and that one did. And then you just kind of like, you build a little thing there, you connect it to here, you connect it through here, you make them go up more if they're tall enough, and then you just connect them to as many different things as possible. And that's how you get this guy. Which I think might actually be a cool base idea if you build more little huts like that, and you make sure that you've got, proper, like, doors. And if you don't want to have just, like these things going up, you can literally, so technically mobs can climb ladders. Only if they're like this. If you get rid of the bottom block, then you're completely fine. And they can't climb up. As far as I'm aware. I may be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that's how it works. I'm not sure about this, where you've got half of the slab. Well, you can't just walk up, so I'm assuming no, but I'm not fully sure. So I'm probably gonna have to check that out. But yeah, you got a nice little string of just things like that, and then you can build smaller ones around, and it can be like a nice little base. I'll show you guys how I build like these different types. I don't really know where I want it to connect. I'm not gonna lie, I do the connections to the ground last because they're not as fun. But you do whatever you want to. Oh no. Okay, so what I do is I build out a couple and I figure out whether I want it to be a square or a circle. And it's typically a square because those are just easier to deal with fence posts like that. And I don't remember how many I built out, so I don't think this is going to be even, but we can fix that because power of being in creative mode is awesome. Ignore me filling this out so, like, horrendously. I deeply apologize. God, this is so bad. Now, with these, you can... Okay, what you can do, which I probably should have done, but you can make ones on this level, just little lookout towers and stuff. You can make, or you can make these actual huts. I may turn this one into a hut. It's just, it kind of defeats the purpose of being kind of like hidden. I know that you're like up in trees, so you're harder to get anyways, but like still. Okay, so this one's gonna be a hut. I thought you won't be able to see those. I made the other hut kind of more circular. This is gonna be like a fully closed off hut. There's gonna be windows and stuff. I'm not gonna not have windows, but I'll probably do that for windows, or, excuse me, or that, or something along those lines. Can I? Bro, why does my right click hate me? Please, just work. It's not that hard. There we go. Build up like that. And then voila. Awesome. Hold up. I may actually make this one at that level just because it works better. Because this platform is so small. Bruh. Oh, okay. But so, I feel like it's easiest to build this in the spruce biomes because, at least this type of house, I feel like it's easiest to build in these types of biomes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually just gonna make that leaves. But I'd say get like a cohesive theme and then just like make that the thing for all of them. Okay. Oh god, I made it so off. Okay, so, but basically I want to try and figure out what stuff I need to add to make it look better, just the forest in general. I I feel like I should probably just add more trees, no matter like what size. Like just more trees is better. Because then it gives more of a foresty vibe. So I'm probably gonna make either do a bunch more of these, but in areas where I don't want to risk having like trees like this or like trees like those, I may just like hand build a tree that goes up like a medium height tree where it still goes up kind of high, but it's not like insanely high. And then I can like hand build kind of how I want it to look. I'm not gonna do that. But like you got the idea. I hate the fact that I've done so many trees in the past like like 3 days. I'm so tired of trees. I can't handle any more trees. I swear to God, if the next prompt is something to do with trees, I'm gonna cry. I don't even remember what tomorrow's prompt is. Ah! Okay. You know what? It's fine. Just gotta believe. I don't know why I made this one so big, because there's no way I'm keeping that up for the rest of the bottom. Okay. So then if you just go around here, can I just leave it like that? Or should I, if I build this one out to basically the same level, will it be okay? I might just do that, because no, I keep building it too far. Oh, is that fine? It's ugly, but it's still a tree. Okay. Yeah, that took way too long. There's no way I'm doing more of those. But I can either do another of these, because that's perfectly open area, or in areas where I'm not sure, even though I'm definitely going to put one right here. Whoosh. In areas where I'm not okay, I keep seeing stuff like this. Now this is a perfectly open area. I'm just going to plop one down right here. No one's going to know the difference. And it just kind of works. Please. Bruh. It's going to work right when I stand in the center. No. You're not going to... Bruh. Not going to try and just leave me there? There we go. Okay. But, like, we'll need some smaller trees around here. Thanks, bro. I think that's also really important to get some of those smaller trees. Create, like, a nice... I could probably also create, like, a path. Yeah, like, for example, right here. Okay, that's really annoying. Like, you can... Oh, I don't think that's gonna work. You're so mean. Small tree. Sploosh. Small tree. I know this isn't a lot of building, but I don't really have much else I know I can figure out what to do for this day. Like, I'm... There have been too many trees. There's no way I'm doing more trees. I think the way this challenge was built was to make it so that you have a bunch of different variations for, like, kind of nature-related things and some other stuff, which is really good. Unless you're building the same thing over and over again, like you're using it for something it wasn't intended for. That's an interesting chicken. Bop. I thought he could, oh, okay. And then you just kind of like add more, and it hits you again. I'm gonna try and, I'm literally just gonna go around and just do that. It works. I'm gonna start adding some bushes. Whoa, lag. It's gonna be really sad if I have to build an entire new world after like every 5 days just because it gets so laggy. Holy crap, are you guys seeing that? Oh shoot, normally when things are that laggy. Oh my god, because leaves make things lag more. Oh crap. Okay. Well, I may build like one or two more of these and then call it a day. Oh god. We should rename it Lag Forest. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I completely forgot about that. That's why you can't fly through jungles on realms worlds, because then it just gets so laggy from all of the like the leaves and vines and stuff. Jeez, my god. Okay, so we're gonna make this a single standing one. We're gonna build it out just a little. That way it can uh okay. And then I guess after this I shall call it a day. I'm probably gonna build a ladder up. Oh, okay. Jeez. So, okay, we officially built Lag Forest. That's awesome. I forgot about that. Yeah, jeez, that is so laggy. Okay, so we need the ladder. Just like having the one extra, and then the ladder down here. Now, if you want it for your base, you're gonna do that. The thing is, I basically went off of Ewok thing, and Ewoks are really short. They're like that tall, so they wouldn't be able to reach it. But if you have it for your base, I would just recommend doing this, especially so that they can't reach. But I will do that just to demonstrate. Oh, and I'm also gonna grab lanterns and just place these around. I don't remember exactly how they had them, but I'm just gonna kind of like drip them off those areas because that looks cool. No, that's gonna be the bed, so we're gonna put like a desk right there. Yay! Then bed. We're just gonna pretend that's bed. Oh my god, look at that lag. Jeez. Oh my god. Alrighty. So we are. Oh my god. It is so laggy. I can't even like fly properly because of how laggy it is. Okay, I'm gonna literally just add a couple of these around and then I'm closing this. I'm moving all the way over there and I'm closing this world. Like, geez, that is insane. Okay. We're gonna need, okay, so we got some of those. I think we'll be fine with that. I think we got some on at least a couple or near a couple. And so it should be alright. Put like one there, then we're gonna do time set. We're gonna do night, and then we're gonna do midnight. Ooh, I actually really like it at night, because then you got the really dramatic lighting of the sun. Alrighty. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. We are never doing that ever again. Um, so, we officially created Lag Forest. Terrible idea. I thought it was gonna go really well. It did not go really well. Yeah, I'm just lagging, just floating around like this. Jeez. Uh, hello? It did not work. Game mode. Guys. Hello? Oh, am I just in... Oh, I'm stupid. Alrighty! So, that was an interesting, very interesting day today. Tomorrow, I believe, is cave entrance, but I'm gonna double check. Tomorrow is cave entrance. Yes, it appears we have like 2 days of Rocky type stuff in a row, so that'll be interesting. And again, if you have any ideas or anything you want to see or any little Easter eggs that you want me to put in these builds, just let me know, because it would honestly make the series a lot more fun. It is pretty fun. But I think it would definitely add to it, especially because, at least at first, there's not a lot of, the first half isn't much, like, super interesting, I guess, stuff. It's interesting, but it's a lot more nature-y. And I think by the second half, you get a little more into, like, building stores and stuff, which I think all of this is useful building stuff, but at the same time, I think having 4 days of nature in a row was really, really, like, exhausting. So, but yeah, just let me know if there's anything you want me to add in here, any little Easter eggs, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!